Cyril Corbett likes to play the piano when he's relaxing at home or out at the local. During the week, he's always on the go. He's a goods guard on the railway. His family keep on the move too. He's got 2 sons in the Navy. He's got a married daughter, and his wife, Edith, manages a baker's shop. A line of work which appeals to Graham, their youngest. They live in Gorton, Manchester.
This is a place we've just bought. The only trouble with it is that there's no bathroom or toilet upstairs. We have a toilet outside, but we've been allowed the mortgage, the grant from the corporation, and we're having the bathroom up there in that bedroom there. It's just above the kitchen. If you care to come upstairs with me, I'll show you into the room.
How long have you been here, Mr. Corbett?
Just 3 months now.
Uh-huh.
This is a room to be converted. Find the step as you go.
Right, thanks. How big is it?
11 foot long by 7 foot wide.
Uh-huh. Yes, well, it's quite a reasonable size, isn't it? What do you want to get in here, exactly?
Well, the full bathroom suite, that's a bath.
Yeah, we need a bath.
Yes, toilet,
yeah,
hand basin, then the shower.
Shower as well?
Oh, yes. And,
anything else?
dry airing cupboard.
Oh, I see.
Airing cupboard, that's right.
You know, with all that stuff, it's going to take quite a bit of planning, isn't it? I mean, this immersion heater takes up quite a lot of room, doesn't it?
Well, it does do, yes.
What's below here? Is this kitchen below?
That's the kitchen below, yes.
Well, that'd make the plumbing a bit easier, wouldn't it?
Well, it should make it more or less straightforward.
Yeah, straight through. What's above?
Well, that's the end of the attic. We have an attic upstairs, and that's the end of it.
So you've got lino on the floor at the moment?
Just so, yes.
What's that? Is that an outside wall?
That's the outside wall. Yes.
Where would you want the toilet? Would you?
Well, I'd like the toilet on the outside wall for the...
Best there, is it?
Well, it would be better because it's more private. It's away from the next wall, which is next door's bedroom.
Oh, I see that. That's on the next door
house. That's onto their bedroom, yes.
Yes, I see. I suppose to get the grant, you had to put a toilet in anyway, did you?
Oh, yes, yes. You have to have the toilet put in upstairs.
What's it like outside there?
Well, it's a little bit on the grim side at the moment.
Yeah. Let's have a look out. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm not really interested in the outside. I just like it privately.
When you get in here, you want to be on your own.
On his own, and just be able to come in here and we'll have a shower or a bath and not.
You take a lot of showers, do you? I mean, you prefer to shower?
Yes, I'd soon have a shower.
Why is that? I mean,
well,
do you like sitting in a bath? I suppose when you come in from work, you want to be quick, I suppose.
That's right, when you do, because on the railway, as I say, I come in at all hours, and it's pretty quick a shower, and it's more cleaner than sitting in your own dirt in the bath, isn't it?
Yes. I expect Mrs Corbett's got a few ideas about this. Should we go and see her?
Yes, we could do. I'll take a walk down and meet her.
So, Mrs Corbett, be glad to get your bathroom back, won't you?
Yes, I should just think so.
You had baths in your other houses, haven't you?
Oh, yes. Yes, we've got the baths in the other houses.
Of course, most of your children are away now, aren't they?
Yes, we've 2 sons in the Royal Navy, both been to the Far East. You can see one or two of the little
Yes, I saw
things
those.
he brought home,
Yes.
you know.
Mr. Corbett, how much is the council going to give you? What's the grant?
£130.
130. What have you got?
Well, I'm prepared to put 100 to 150.
Uh-huh.
But we have been informed I can have this attached to the mortgage.
I see. You put
paid-
the money onto your mortgage and paid off.
That's right, and paid
with your
over
mortgage. I see.
the span
Yes.
on buying a house, like.
Yes. Mrs. Corbett, what about the practical side of this? What about the floor, for instance? Would you like it to be washable or have a carpet or what?
Oh, I prefer a washable floor, yes. I mean, when you've a boy of 9 splashing about in the bathroom, I mean, let's
Yeah.
face it,
Yes.
that is the main thing, you know. Carpets, they're very, very nice carpets. Yes, I'd like carpets, but not so practical, I don't think.
No. What about you, Mr. Corbett? You like
Oh,
carpet?
I'd like the carpet down.
Yeah. You like all luxury?
All
do you?
luxury, you can't beat
No
it.
messing about.
No.
There's another thing. If it came to the choice, I mean, would you prefer a bathroom which was, you know, very warm and steamy, or would you prefer it a bit clearer and not quite so hot?
Myself, I'd sooner it not too hot. I can't. I don't like
No.
it too hot. Whereas Mrs. Corbett's concerned, she'd a bit of a Turkish bath, I think.
You like it all nice and
Oh,
steamy?
yes,
yeah?
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, you've got to be warm, haven't you?
Yeah, especially
Like
this
that.
weather. I mean,
Yes.
let's face it, you have to do.
What about colours? Thought about colours at all?
I like pink and black in a bathroom.
What about you, Mr. Corbett? Pink and black for you?
Well, yes, it's all right for me in one sense, but my ideal is one that's real luxury, you know, where you can really relax, sit in the bath, and if you want, when it's handy, you can knock the lights out, have a cigarette, and lie back there and forget all your worries. Anybody knocks a door, such as a rentman, forget all about it.
Aye, wishes for horses, beggars would ride.
So, £250 to be spent on shining, hygiene, or a taste of luxury. Well, perhaps both. But before we look at two entirely different schemes, let's remind ourselves of the exact dimensions of the Corbett spare room and the position of the door and the window, because these are important to the layout of the bathroom. Now, it's 11 foot long from the door to the window. That's the window with the view that Mr. Corbett thinks a bit grim. And it's 7 foot wide from the outside wall to the shared wall. Ready with two design schemes are David Hicks and Alan Tye. Gentlemen, what were your first reactions? Mr. Tye?
Mine were that it was a very long and lofty room, and definitely a bedroom rather than a bathroom.
Yes. Mr.
Well, I
Hicks?
think it's very small to do a great deal with ambitiously, but I think it's an exciting challenge.
Good. Mr. Tye, shall we look at your scheme first? And this is a view of the room as it is. Our viewpoint is the long shared wall, what the neighbours would see, in fact, if the wall wasn't there. The window on the right, door on the left. Now, where did you start?
Well, you'll notice 4 factors which must condition any scheme. You have 2 long external walls, which are cold, condensation trouble spots. You have a low ceiling here. You have tanks in the room, which must go, of course.
And the window?
Yes, that's the last point, and very important. The window is much too large.
Yes. So, where did you go first?
Well, let's see the bare bones.
Where did you start?
Well, before starting with any design problem, one must remember the 2 stages: the fundamental planning, the 3-dimensional relationship of all objects and functions, and secondly, the interior design aspect, the cosmetics of the scheme.
So, what did you do first? Put in your basic skeleton, did you?
Yes.
I see.
The idea here is to build a completely new wall behind which are all the services of the bathroom.
Yes.
You have the electrical, hot and cold water, the lavatory cistern, the soil drainage, the hot water cylinder, an airing cupboard and a bathroom cupboard.
Do you have to get permission to do any of that sort of structural work inside?
No, you don't have to have permission, but you must conform to the bylaws.
Ah, I see. It alters the shape of the room a bit, doesn't it, in fact?
Yes, it does. It improves the flow of the room
Yes.
by this angle.
What have you done to the ceiling there?
This ceiling solves many problems, and the one you see here is that the electrical can be taken to any point on the ceiling.
Without showing, of course.
Yes, without
And
showing.
you've got a new small window.
We've put in a bathroom window instead of a bedroom window.
Yes, I see. What next?
The bath goes here, of course.
Yes. Now here's your decor starting.
Yes. Here you see the visual cleaning of the room by
Yes.
this wall. We've made this door flush. We've clad the ceiling with plywood and faced the wall with blockboard.
What's that dark stuff on the walls?
This is the PVC wall covering, which one can scrub.
Yes, what's this? Here.
Here we've cased in the pipes. We've made a cupboard which is ventilated for cleaning materials, and it's also a seat.
Yes. What about the floor? What do you do with the floor?
The floor. We have in fact tanked the room with cork tiles
Yes.
by making the floor, the cove and the upstand of the same material, which is it's a warm material and it's also washable.
Yes. Makes the floor space look a bit bigger, doesn't it?
It widens the room, yes.
Yeah. Is that cork too, ceiling?
No, here we have acoustic tiles
Yeah.
which act as an insulator
Yeah.
and also stop reverberation.
What will that do to Mr. Corbett's top register when he's singing?
It will lower it considerably.
I see. And what's happened to the window then?
This we've covered in sheet PVC,
Yes.
which stops vision both ways.
What next?
Here you see the finishing touches, the incidentals. We have a cupboard here for linen, which is movable. It's also a seat, a built-in curtain track with a curtain forming a shower.
Yes. Light over that, is there?
Yes, the edge of the ceiling has fluorescent lighting.
What are those?
Oh yes, these are the towel hooks reflected from the opposite wall.
Oh, I see, yes, of course, not
The
on
wall
that.
we've taken away.
Yes. And you've got some heating?
Yes, I've suggested here that we have a radiant heater operated by a pull switch.
Well, let's have a look at some of your things in 3 dimensions, shall we? Here we are. Window.
Yes, this is the rigid plastic, which you see is hinged for cleaning. It acts as a giant light fitting, day and night.
That's why you've got a bulb inside it, of course.
That's
isn't it?
right.
Yeah.
That
And-
stops vision.
Yes. And that's your shower attachment.
Yes, this is an inexpensive tap and shower.
Yes. Is that, that's just one pipe with 2 taps? Is that a sort of mixed flow of water?
No, it's not a true mixer, but this one is. You see, this is a very good design because there are no nuts to sit on the basin. It has a large clearance and a single head operating hot, cold and mixed water.
I see. Well, let's have a look at some of the other fittings you've got. Here they are.
Yes. I'm afraid I've chosen my own designs here.
Oh, don't be afraid, Mr. Tyre. I think it's quite right.
Because they are related in form, you'll see,
Yes.
and there's no pipework visible in the bathroom. You'll notice that there's no horrid joint at the back of the W, see? And the basin fits exactly in the tiling. It's on a tile module.
Tiles, in fact, are fairly standard widths, are they?
They're always 6 inches in this country.
Oh, I see. Mirror?
This is a strange mirror. It's plastic, you see,
No. Yes.
which is lightweight,
Yeah.
it's unbreakable, and the water doesn't condense on it.
Doesn't do it?
You have a try.
Yeah, it doesn't, does it? Goes on straight off.
Yes, it's most strange.
Let's have a look at the plumbing, shall we? Now, that's not a very usual arrangement of pipes, is it?
No, it's not, but it should be, because this takes the pipes out of the room, and yet they're not on the external wall. Even the water tank is housed behind this.
So you don't get any trouble with frost?
No,
This
it's
sort of
completely frost-free, no
Yes.
question of that. This is what every building should have, a duct.
Yes. So, right. Well, let's see how Alan Tyre spent the money and look at a breakdown of costs. Building work and plumbing, £106. That includes the new window and framework for the suspended ceiling, which Mr. Corbett is putting in himself. £40 for the professional plumbing job of removing the cold water tank into the roof, moving the hot water cylinder and installing the various fittings. Another £45 for the seat unit, which houses the hot and cold water and soil pipe work, plus £13 for a 2-gallon galvanised iron cistern. Next, £81 for the actual fittings, that is the bath, wash basin, lavatory, all the taps and the shower. Incidentally, the basin taps cost £15, the basin itself only £13. Furnishings, £55. That includes the plastic mirror, acoustic tiles, cork flooring, PVC wall covering, acrylic sheet for the shower curtain, foam cushions, the heater and the fluorescent tubes. And the total is £242, with all the plumbing work done professionally. The second total adds £40 to cover cost of labour for putting in the new window, suspended ceiling, wall covering and the cork floor, plus removing the skirtings. Mr. Corbett is pretty handy and is willing to do these things himself. And incidentally, we take it that everyone interested in these programs is willing to do straightforward paint work themselves. So, according to Alan Tye, the Corbett spare room goes from this to this. The same room from the same viewpoint, same problem, same amount of money but a different designer. David Hicks, where did you start?
I started by creating more space by moving the immersion heater and the water tank up into the roof above. And then I decided that the most important thing next was to place the fittings, the bath, the lavatory and the wash basin on this left-hand wall to give the maximum amount of space on the right. And so, having placed those in position with a mirror over the wash basin, and the wash basin being an oval one let in under a white formica top, I then decided to divide these three fittings with these open pierced screens at the head and the foot of the bath, and then above these partitions I built a soffit which contained the shower unit and a built-in spotlight.
There's a sort of false roof in
A small false ceiling.
Yes.
It gets over the rather awkward ceiling line as it's an outside wall.
Yes.
And again, another source of light over the wash basin, the controls being here on cords. And a further spotlight was fitted into the ceiling space in the attic above. Then, in this corner, looking through the back of it, I built a cupboard with an electric coil heater at the bottom to dry the tiles out and to form a hot cupboard. The door is divided in the middle, and the general decorative theme of the room comes
with
the inlaid linoleum floor, thick white band with a thin black one on either side of it on the white floor, and the same motif repeated on the blind at the window. This, I think, is a basic plan, and I think the black and white floor, together with the black and white blind, would work with many different color schemes. For instance, dark, shocking pink would look very effective. The basic plan, of course, could take many decorative treatments, and a small repeat wallpaper could, in fact, look very effective with this. It would be necessary to choose one which was processed, and I think myself for a room of this size that the scale is important. This is small enough to appear really as a texture. The pierced panels at the head and foot of the bath are in fact a very inexpensive form of boarding, which is readily available on the market and is held in place with metal uprights.
So it couldn't buckle in heat or anything like that?
No, it's pretty tough, and it does give a nice sense of seclusion around the bath and creates an interesting lighting effect with the daylight coming through it. And of course this is reversed at night.
So, let's see how David Hicks has spent the money. Building work and plumbing, £118. That includes the false ceiling, the basin support, the drying cupboard and all the plumbing, plus £20 for electrical work. That is wiring the heater and the various lights. Bathroom fittings, £80. Once again, that's the bath and taps, the shower, hand basin, lavatory and cistern. Furnishings, £57. That covers all the light fittings, 2 fully recessed downlighters and strip light over the basin, plus the coil heater for the drying cupboard, the blind, the stool and the paint, as well as the lino, and of course the hardboard you need to put down first. We've allowed £10 for a professional job here, as this is a tricky bit of laying and insetting. It might come out a bit cheaper if the firm you buy the lino from lays it for you. And the total is £255. Mr. Corbett wanted a bit of luxury, so the first bid he's got is no second total, as David Hicks has allowed for all the work to be done professionally. So Mr. Corbett can, in fact, get straight into the bath. So the Corbett spare room is transformed in David Hicks's scheme from this to this. Mr. and Mrs. Corbett have had pictures of both schemes for a few days, and also a train journey from Manchester in which to think about them. So, how about some questions for the designers?
Yes, I'd like to ask the designers regarding this condensation and the steam in the bathroom. Has any amenities been done to get shut of that, get rid of it?
How do you get rid of the condensation, Mr. Hicks?
Well, by having a sufficiently heated bathroom. And I allowed at the bottom of the cupboard for a grill on the front of the door, so that the coil heater will really give the bathroom a good deal of heat. This gets over condensation.
Oh, I know.
The other point is to make sure the walls are warm. If
Yes.
the walls are cold, the steam will condense on the walls.
I see.
You get all those little rivers all the way
Rivers,
down
that's
the wall.
right, yes.
Mrs. Corbett, what about a question from you?
Yes, I'd like to ask about the colour scheme. You seem to use a lot of this shocking pink and black. If we was to take away the black, could you give me any other ideas of colour schemes to go with the shocking pink, or, you know?
Yes, where we've got the white floor and the white blind, the inset band of black, I'd replace the black with scarlet or with orange, which would, of course, create a colour vibration with the pink of the walls. But this, I think, will give a lot of warmth, and I think it'll look interesting.
Yes.
Colour can be used in that way, I think, to vibrate very successfully. But the great thing with colour is not to be afraid of it and use it very simply.
I see, yes.
Mr. Ty, any ideas about this vast subject of colour?
Well, we could talk about this for a long time, but brilliant colour schemes are like fashions. You want to get rid of them very quickly. And if you can't do that in a bathroom, it's no point in taking them. It's better, in my opinion, to have a neutral colour scheme with one bright colour, perhaps.
Which could be changed easily.
Yes, and which you can live with.
I disagree with that, if I may. I think that brilliant colour schemes, if they're right in the first place, will go on being interesting. And after all, you don't spend all day in the bathroom. I like neutral colour schemes very much too, but I think that with city, dirt and heavy use by a large family, I think that they may become dreary.
Well, white is neutral.
Yes. There is a tendency, of course, for bathrooms to be a bit pallid sometimes, isn't there?
That's my feeling.
Yes. Mrs. Corbett? Oh, no, you asked about the colour, didn't you,
Yes.
Mr. Corbett? What about another question
Yes,
from you?
the hot water system. Where's that been moved
What have
to?
you done to Mr. Corbett's hot water system?
Well, I've left it where it is, more or less. It's
Oh, yes.
behind the new wall. And
Yes.
it's very close to the taps, and this is vital, because if it's far away from the taps, you have to wait for the hot water to come along the pipe. Each time you turn on the tap, you've got to get rid of the cold water in the pipe before the hot arrives.
Comes through, yeah.
So it must be close to the taps.
Wouldn't it have been economical to use that in the airing cupboard?
No, that's what I do at home, but it's not economical.
No.
It's much better to do as David has done,
Why do you do it?
to provide one feels it's cheap, but it's
You
not.
have to go around
Yes,
the
that's
walls
what
ring
I
it,
was
yeah.
thinking it
Yes.
was
Well,
cheaper.
most people use
Yeah.
the airing cupboard with the
Yes.
with that in, don't they?
Well, there's a certain
Or in
amount
a-
of heat
yeah.
anyway there, of
There
course.
is
isn't there?
anyway.
Yes. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Corbett have had a great deal of help from Manchester Corporation. Can anyone get these grants?
Yes, anyone can get a grant, regardless of income, as long as they have no bathroom or WC or even larder.
Uh-huh.
And there are two types of grant. The first one is £165, which you can get as a right. But the second grant is called discretionary, and this is up to £400. But to get this, you must fulfil several conditions, some of which are quite tricky.
I see.
For instance, stopping rising damp.
And isn't there something where you have to stay in the place for a certain amount of time, or you can't just buy an old house, put a bathroom in it, and sell it as a vast
No,
profit? can you?
there are several ways of stopping people speculating on
Yeah.
grants.
Yes.
It's quite a complicated subject, but there is a leaflet available from town halls.
Mr. and Mrs. Corbett have got a fair amount of space. I mean, they haven't got a vast bathroom by any means, but what about people who've really got tiny spaces, and we've got to find a way of putting a bath into a really minute space. I know there are certain things on the market which, plastic bath units. Do you think anything about this, Mr. Hicks?
Yes, I do. I mean, with this small room that we've been designing, we've been limited by the fittings that are available. For instance, the sort of combination unit that is now available in England is, I think, very good. It's not as good as it should be, and I think this should be taken very much further.
But there are in fact no plastics which can properly satisfy the conditions of sanitary fittings. Not yet.
What about fiberglass? This is going to, I think...
Well, it may do,
good,
but it's not satisfactory yet.
But, of course, it gets away from the conventional shape of a bath, that sort of thing. What about the conventional position of a bath? I mean, it's usually shoved up against the wall, isn't it?
Well, if the room's big enough, I like to put it in the middle. Marvellous. And then you have decorative cupboards all the way around. You can have furniture. It gives tremendous style to a room. But of course, it'd have to be a very much bigger bath than the one we've been looking at.
Yes. Mr. Ty, what about baths?
Well, I think when one has money to spend, I think it's nearly always spent incorrectly on the decorative side of the bathroom. Whereas if you plan fundamentally for bathing, that's very expensive, extremely.
What about a sunken bath? That always conjures up pictures of lots of luxury.
Yes, well, of course, if it's as large as this studio with steps leading down into it, it's gorgeous.
Yes.
But a normal bath sunk into the floor is absurd. It's just nonsense.
You've got to have a fairly deep ceiling to do that, of course.
You've got to see the bath in the living room below you.
It's very impractical and rather sort of 30s film.
On Saturday
Yes.
night, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But if you want that sort of illusion, you can create it by putting a seat round the bath. But, as we've said before, it's better to design properly rather than create illusions.
What about a last question from you, Mr. Corbett?
Well, I'd like to ask the designers, a little bit extra money, win on the pools. Could this bathroom be improved any more like?
Well, I think they've been on a fairly tight municipal budget. I imagine that they could. What would you do with unlimited money? Mr. Hicks?
Well, I would, first of all, obviously give them a second bathroom, which would be suitable for the children, and then in their own bathroom they could have a deep, luxurious carpet, and perhaps have a fabric stuck to the walls, something of interesting texture. You'd have fabric Roman shades at the window, where, after all, we just treated the window with a very inexpensive blind.
Yeah.
We spent a lot more money. One could use a lot more mirror. One would probably put a cornice in, better lighting, more lighting.
Be more or less spent on the design, wouldn't it? The decorative part of the bathroom, wouldn't it?
Yes, I think so. I think we've got a good basic design, but I think we could do with a lot more money on the accessories.
That's right, yeah.
What would you do with a lot more money?
I should certainly build a new house for you and not give you gold-plated wallpaper.
Well, you never know. They're making all this area in Manchester with this town and country plan.